Good morning, everybody. We are back again. The show is called TBR Solutions Sports Forum. It is myself and Shakes Manqoba Ngwenya, as Brakit would say, the man with educated left foot. Shakes, welcome to the show, and how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Saubrey, and thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, we'll try to move as fast as we can. We are told that, we saw yesterday that the league has kicked off. And then we saw what happened with Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know whether you can see this, or should I enlarge it?
Yeah, I can see it, Prasol.
Yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns started with Cape Town City. What was your take? Did you watch the game? And then how did you see the game?
Yeah, Prasabri. I watched the game and I thought both teams did well, considering the fact that it was the first game of the league of the season. But yeah, Sundowns went to Cape Town and got 3 points, which I don't think a lot of teams will be able to do in Cape Town. When they come to Cape Town, because Cape Town City is a very solid team. They were coming back strong second half. But Sundowns just have that firepower, and you can just tell that not much is going to change this season. They'll dominate again. It's about the other 15 teams on their one league, and Sundowns is on another one.
Or the other 15 teams on their one league.
Yes.
Yeah, look, when you watch the game, Cape Town City started very well. They were pressing a lot, but unfortunately, they were missing goals. And this is what Eric Tinkler has been complaining, that if you don't take chances when you play Sundowns, it will come back and haunt you. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. But the other thing that is very impressive about Mamelodi Sundowns, player of the midfield of the season, MTN 8 top player, and then Andy Lejali was was not playing, but they brought in Mokwena, who did exceptionally well yesterday, and then even Lakay was not there, and then Mokwena did exceptionally well to a point whereby he won man of the match. So it shows how Sundowns have depth. And not only that, Lakay was not there. Luku kicked the free kick. What a stunning free kick by Madiba. A very good football. And what about Ronnie Williams? His first game, he was solid at the back. Although he was not so much busy, but there are daring saves that he made, which could have changed the game. So Sundowns, I think they have the luxury of choosing whoever that they want to play. What's your take about those little things that I've just mentioned?
Yeah, for sure, Prasobri. It's very important to have depth in your team, and that's what Sundowns showed yesterday. You had your Tapelo Morenas on the bench. You had players that any team would field any day sitting on the bench. Your likes of Andy Lechali, who was the best player last season, in the midfield. And the players that went on, what's important is that the players that go on when the other players are resting, they are doing the job as well. So the depth at Sundowns is unbelievable. The quality is unbelievable. Ronwen Williams, like you said, his first game, he looked solid. He made a couple of saves there, which shows that he's a class goalkeeper. And he'll only get better. His confidence will only get better. And a clean sheet is what he wants as a goalkeeper, and that's what he got.
They are raising their hands. A big one, Kaizer Chiefs and Royal AM. Very interesting game. We just saw we just saw a press conference by Sinki Munisi raising his reservation. It looks like there is a tension at Royal AM. It is not said. Sinki says everything's well, but when you listen to the utterances, you could hear that there's tension. Of course, we wish Kabuzono to do well. He's our friend, together with Dance Malisela. But what's your take? What do you think? Do you think what is happening in the boardroom will affect in the players in the field of play? Mshega? I think you are muted.
Yes, Prasops? Yes.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you
Yeah.
think what is happening in the boardroom at Royal AM will ultimately spill over to the on-field or in the field of play? Will that affect the players?
I don't think so. Not in this game, which is today, Prasobri. Yes, there's issues there with the Sienkim Nisi and owners of Royal AM. There's a lot of tension, but I don't think it's something that is going to affect the players on the field of the day. I think the players will be ready. They've won the one preseason cup that they played, and they were looking good. And I think they will come in with confidence playing against a Kaizer Chiefs side that will be coming to Durban. Atazwane officially as the coach. It's going to be really interesting for me to see with that game. It's not going to be easy for both teams. Yeah, I smell a beautiful draw.
You know what? My wish is can they resolve their matter? That would be good, because Royal AM is doing well and they're bringing a new element in football. It's Royal AM and TS Galaxy, they're bringing a new element. But Kaizer Chiefs, with so many new signings, very quality signings, we want to see how are they going to gel together, and then what's going to happen. And then I hope the Chief fans won't put too much pressure on Arthur Zwane. This is a marathon, okay? It's not a sprinter. Like I normally say, I've never seen a coach in the Premier Soccer League starting a new season if the team go all the way and win the league. I've never seen that. So if it happens, that will be a history on its own. So I wish Kaizer Chiefs fans will be behind Arthur Zwane. Let's go to Moroka Swallows and Orlando Pirates. That's the Soweto Derby. That's the original Soweto Derby. What's your take about this one, Shakes? Mshega?
Can you hear me, Prasad?
I can hear you now. What's your take about the original Soweto Derby, Moroka Swallows versus Orlando Pirates?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, Prasad. The original Soweto Derby. Orlando Pirates will be kicking off today. It's going to be interesting to see also Swallows how they've adjusted after surviving the drop last season. It's going to be a big game in Orlando, and yeah, I think today we'll see if Swallows are going to sink or swim this season. I think it's a good test for them against Orlando Pirates team, who we also need to see what the coach's ideas, Jose, what his ideas are for Orlando Pirates.
And what about the fact that also Orlando Pirates, there have been changes. A lot of players were shipped out, others were brought in. So we want to see how are they going to combine today, all these players, in terms of the understanding. How did they do as far as the off-season? Because I've noticed now in football, there's nothing like friendly anymore. Off-season as good as official games.
Yeah, is that Pirates, Prasob?
Yeah, Pirates. How have they performed during the off-season as far as preparations?
Yeah, no. They've been quiet, perhaps. So I don't know any friendly games that Orlando Pirates played, or even Kaizer Chiefs also. It's just the guys from Durban who had the that coastal tournament that they were having, but I haven't seen the likes of Pirates what they did in preseason. I think they were very cagey, and today will be the time to see them.
TS Galaxy is taking Amazulu. We know that TX Galaxy, they want to survive, and then there was a press conference on Friday, and then the coach was saying he does not want to see the repeat of last season. So they want to, to do well, start now collecting points. So we'll watch the space very closely. So those are the upcoming games in the local front. Now let's go Arsenal. We watched Arsenal yesterday. I don't know what's your take about Arsenal yesterday.
Yeah, Saubrey, I watched the game yesterday. Arsenal is my team, and I can tell you that they were looking very good. The movement, playing away from home to Crystal Palace against Patrick Vieira was never going to be an easy task for them, but they proved that they are made of stand stuff this season, and a lot is expected from them this season. They walked away with the 2-0 win on the day.
Where did Crystal Palace got it wrong? Because they started well, pressing, all right, just like what happened in the game of Mamelodi Sundowns and Cape Town City. Where did they lose it? Was the goal a killer punch? But even after that goal, they were promising like they are a team that is going to come back. Unfortunately, in the second goal through an own goal. So what's your take?
Yeah, I think they tried Saubrey. Even first half they tried, but I think Arsenal was very solid first half. They showed their class, and then Crystal Palace, of course, playing at home, you have to show character and try and come back. So they came back strong second half. The second half, they were the better team, definitely, but couldn't get that elusive equalizer. And then Saka just killed the game off with that second goal to send Crystal Park packing. But yeah, it wasn't an easy second half for Arsenal. It wasn't smooth sailing. Crystal Palace were coming on strong, but just couldn't get that elusive goal.
Now, we'll see. Now we know that Man United are playing Brighton. What's your take about Man United? Do you think, things are going to look good? We know that there's a whole lot of going on there. Ronaldo, I don't know whether he finally will go or what. We are still watching the space. De Jong is still on his position. He doesn't want to leave. He still wants to remain at Barcelona. I don't know. What's your take? What do you think? It will be interesting to watch at Man United. But guess what? They played very well during the off-season. And it looks like the team that they have, they seems to be gelling well without Ronaldo. So what would be your advice? Do you bring somebody who does not want to play for you and disturb what you have already working on? And I hear that Eric Ten Hag has already, raised a concern about the behavior of Ronaldo for leaving before other players are leaving. And then I think that's the kind of discipline that you need. I don't know whether you'll be able to handle that situation. And then I don't know whether you'll get the support from the supporters of Man United. But so far, we see that the supporters of Man United, they are behind him. What's your take about it?
Yeah, Brussels, I think for him, he just wanted to prepare the team, and the likes of your Ronaldo and his issues, I think Ten Hag would like to do without. He needs a player like Ronaldo in the team, but he's planned for life without him as well. So I think Man United are looking good. They're looking good in preseason, and yeah, I think I tipped them to win this game. But of course, Ronaldo's issues must be sorted out now. If he's staying, he must change his attitude, because there's no way he's gonna go. It's not like Ronaldo. There's takers for him anywhere. So I think he must just change his mentality now and focus on playing his game before the supporters also turn against him.
If you were advising the board at Man United, what would you say to them?
I would say let him go. I would say let him go. We don't need a player where now we are focusing. It's a new dawn. We've got a new coach, and we want to achieve new things. We all want to be here, and then we've got this player who doesn't want to be here. You don't want that in a team. I think it spoils the whole that ingredient is not there.
Laporta apparently is not going to sign Aslapeta because Aslapeta has renewed the contract for the next 2 seasons with Chelsea, and then now he was asked what is his take, although he was a bit modest, very modest. And then one of the issues, they were looking at the signings that he has done. He said he's happy. Players like Lewandowski and so on, they also sacrificed, they agreed in terms of the Barcelona salary proposal going forward. And then he says they are looking financially good now. They are really looking financially good. And then he said it was not the intention to sell the rights, but they had no option to sell the rights. They had to do that. And then he was also asked about Frankie de Jong. He said he loves Frankie de Jong. He wants Frankie to remain at the team, but there are some few things that they need to be sorted out between them and Frankie de Jong. But we know that Chelsea are also on the whims of trying to get Frankie de Jong. So we don't know what's going to happen. We are watching that space very closely. Then he was asked whether Messi will be brought back. He said, it's a moral question. They owe Messi a moral question. They owe Messi to come back to Barcelona because the way he left, that's not how Messi should have left. And then, but he said he wants to respect Paris Saint-Germain, and then hence he doesn't want to talk much about Lionel Messi now. But he's going to try his best. He really loves Messi. He thinks Messi should go back to Barcelona, but he have not yet started to talk to Messi or Paris Saint-Germain. That's what he said. And then they asked him, did they ever thought of Ronaldo at some point? He said, no, they've always had Lewandowski as their main target. Lewandowski has always been their main target, so no one else except Lewandowski. So he has done extremely well, Laporta. And then he paid tribute to the players who sacrificed, like Conde, who showed interest that they really want to play for Barcelona, even if Barcelona is not offering a good salary compared to other teams. So I don't know what's your take about reading that. They asked him, are you going to challenge for the league? He said, of course, the league, the Champions League, will try like everybody else, yeah, because they are Barcelona. They must fight for everything. I don't know what's your take.
On Barcelona, Basalt?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy with Barcelona and their signings, what they've done this season. The youngsters that are coming in, the Rafinhas, I think Xavi's got something good going on there. And yeah, they will compete this season even in the Champions League. I really believe in the team. Barcelona have your youngsters, your Ansu Fatis, once they get to the 100% fitness, your Gavis, your Pedros. They're just a very exciting team of youngsters, with a blend of experience like your Lewandowski's, your Aubameyang up front. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Your Memphis Depay. So it's going to be very interesting to see how far they can go, Barcelona, this season. But I'm really rooting for them, and I'm happy for the team.
Chelsea they're interested in Aubameyang, but Xavi has said to Aubameyang he needs him. He is in his plans. So we'll watch the space very closely. Remember, Aubameyang once worked with Thomas Tuchel during the time of Dortmund, so they come a long way. So Messi special, not much, because today we are just going to try to shorten the show a little bit. The only thing that I can say is, Messi has been the top goal scorer. I mean, man of the match. He has been leading with man of the match for 11 seasons, since from 2009. No one has beaten him when it comes to man of the match. Now, I don't understand when people say, who's the best player in the world? What do they use as a yardstick? They have asked Pochettino, who's the best player in the world between Messi and Mbappe. I don't know why they bring Mbappe into the equation. Mbappe should be compared with Erling Haaland, the new kids on the block. He said, by far, Messi is still the best, all right? Mbappe still has a chance. He says he still believes Neymar is one of the very important player in the world today. But Messi, according to him, is the best. Shakes, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Shakes, I don't know whether it has freezed. It looks like Shakes. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me, Prasop?
I can hear you now. If you can bid the viewers farewell, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Prasop, for having me on the show, and thank you to our viewers for being with us. Keep watching the show and subscribe. Get more subscription. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shakes. Bye. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above, and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.